Hey, this is Annie or Liucid, and in this video, I'm going to be learning from some Skillshare teachers, and with those lessons, I'm going to be adding a bit of my own pizzazz into it to turn the final piece into something of my own with a bunch of my personality and style. And so hopefully this will be one video of many in a series, and with that, let's dive right in and let's get lucid. So in order to begin, I have to have a Skillshare video that I'm learning off of, and pulled up is a video from Nina, and it's a video titled Let's Play with Flowers. And in this video, she teaches us how to use Adobe Illustrator to essentially create flower compositions. So I pretty much know what I'm doing. I watched the video and have a really good grasp of it. And so in order to begin, first things first is we have to sketch, and I did that earlier and I'll show a little bit of snippet of that. And so you can see that I'm sketching out, two versions, and I actually landed on the second version. I thought that might be fitting, and so I've bought that into Adobe Illustrator. And from there, I actually have Adobe Illustrator pulled up, and I took a picture and I put it into the file already, and so we'll just be working with that. And a little note, I don't know why I have this blue thing, but blue thing is there, and my pen is a little glitchy, so it might just jump back and forth. But with that, I'm gonna lock the layer 1, which is the sketch, but maybe before I do that, I'll click into it and maybe I'll lower the opacity. So let's do that. Opacity, let's make this maybe 24%, so just light enough that you can see it, and then lock that layer once more. And my pen is super glitchy, or maybe it's the Wacom board itself that's glitchy, but so layer 2, I'm just gonna begin putting down all the shapes. Alright, my mouse / my pen is still doing that glitchy thing. Wonder if I should just shake my tablet? I don't know if that'll work. Oh. Wait. Does that work? Oh no, I don't think I have battery on this. So we are going to be designing with the trackpad. But I'm just going to put it behind me and we'll just ignore that even happened. Alright, so now we're just going to get into the design part of it. Let me try to grab this corner right here and this. Yes. Alright. So that's the first thing that I want to create. And then, let's see, maybe I'll pull this up. And I'm trying to figure out how can I make this jaggedy shape. What would the best solution be? I don't know what the best solution would be as of yet, so I'm going to move on to my other shapes. For these, I can just throw down like circles, and then maybe I'll use the Pathfinder tool, which is right here, and I'll just combine it. But first let me get the shapes right. So this kind of looks like mochi donuts to me, and maybe it's because I'm craving mochi donuts, but just gonna combine that, and see, that's like my new shape. I can even make a copy of that and throw that here. I don't think I want to be super symmetrical though. It's just gonna have the illusion that it's equal parts, but I kind of like things being a little bit wonky. So for this, just the basic shape. And for right now, I'm just working with this black color. Later on, I'll change the colors. I'll probably go onto my Instagram and steal some colors. So maybe something like this to start. Maybe I can like, yeah, there we go. Pull it up a bit. So you have this. If I'm like trying to grab it. Okay, let's go in. Yes. And then just grab that. Alright. So maybe something like that. Oops. Oh no, accidentally tilted it. So I'm just gonna rotate it back. There we go. It's annoying when that happens. Alright. For this side, this is like a little stem. And oh, I was looking for this. I am a bit slow sometimes when it comes to Illustrator just because I don't feel like I use Illustrator too much. I'm primarily working in Photoshop these days anyways. Got some little circles. These are more decorative elements than anything. Maybe I'll make these smaller too. Some variations. And I don't think it has to be exactly where my sketch is. And let's throw some circles down here too. Oh, alright, it became ovals. So we're gonna roll with the punches. But because it became an oval, I'm just gonna make it so it's an oval, which I kind of like. I like those pleasant surprises that happen sometimes when you're working on your, you know, artwork / design pieces where you're like, oh yeah, this could work. So let's see. For this, I think an easy thing to do is I'm gonna create like these 3 bumps. And then what I'll do after I create those 3 bumps is I'm gonna use the Pathfinder tool and just connect them together. So let's see. I feel like this kind of works. So I'm just gonna connect all these 3 together, and then I'm gonna take a rectangle and I'm just gonna cut it. So it looks like this might be the place that I cut it at. I'm gonna take those 2, boom. Same thing for this one, and I'm gonna, now I remember where it's at, because before I struggled to find where that was at. And I have this right here, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller. Whoa. Don't be jumping all over the place. Okay, it did it again because I clicked enter, but there we go. So this is what it's looking like so far, which looks pretty cool. I am though missing some crucial elements, but we will get to that. And for this one, I'm actually going to change the fill color. I'm going to be working in black and gray for right now anyways, just so it's easier for me to get a sense of what's going on without color. Okay, so we have that. Next, maybe let's work on these. So with these shapes, it's more abstract, so I'm just gonna use the pen tool and just try to create a little crazy shape. Alright. Not the most perfect, but I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try to find that smooth tool, and then from there make it look a little bit more smooth, because right now it looks kind of jaggedy. Maybe I'll do this really quick, or as quick as I can, so it's definitely not one that's, oh, whoa. Okay, this is the smooth tool, and I'm just gonna run my mouse over it. You can see it kind of looks a little bit more smooth. And look at this jaggedy line. I'll smooth that a little bit. Oh, thought I could make this smooth tool a little bit bigger, but it doesn't work like a brush then, in that you can't make it bigger with the shortcut. But that is cool. That is okay. Not really looking for perfection here, at least not on my end. Ah, I did it again. Okay. When I do that, I have to go to the bottom and just change it to 0. Whoa, okay, this looks super jaggedy. Like, what is going on here? Not sure if I should keep it if everything looks so round, but I'm gonna try it. We'll go with it. I don't know. So, should comment if you think this shape looks super out of place, which, looking at it, yeah, I think these two shapes, maybe they need to go. Although there is, yeah, they need to go. I was trying to justify making it so that they could fit in, but I think they do have to be smoother, and maybe I can do this instead. Maybe I can build the shape. No, I think the pen tool is the best option though, but I think this time I have to be more careful about it, in the sense where if I do want those smooth lines, I should be more deliberate about where I place those. So maybe this one might turn out better, but I could feel myself losing patience doing this part. So I don't know. We'll see if it does look a little bit better. I have a feeling it will look just a tad better, but again, hopes are not high that this looks good. Let's see. Maybe if I smooth it more. Oh, maybe. So I guess the secret to making this a bit more smooth looking too is if you have less of those anchor points. So this actually feels a lot better than what I had before. What I had before was super duper jaggedy. So this feels good. And let's, okay. We're gonna duplicate that over there. Transform, reflect, boom. It's on the other side. I can move that a little closer, but again, it's gonna look symmetrical, but it's not really gonna be symmetrical. Okay, this was the part that I was trying to figure out how to do this. But I think maybe then it's just this shape, and then maybe we'll get rid of a corner. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like that. And we'll reflect that over there. So maybe it's that for these two ends, and then let's combine it. Okay, and then now we'll figure out how to do these two. And maybe same thing actually. And then we'll get rid of a corner. And maybe what we can do is we can you know, reflect it. And then, oh, there we go. Combine it. We can even control it a bit. Let's see. Is this matching? This is matching. Okay, let's move that. Alright. That feels pretty good. And that feels pretty good as well. And yeah, maybe I'll move that a little bit lower. And now it's time to just combine them all. The sake of my work, I don't think that matters. That it is not fully combined, so let's ignore that. And let's create eyes. So this is the eyes. Alright, we got 3 eyes right here. And we'll do the same thing for the other side, so because it's pretty symmetrical, I'm just going to work on one side first. This could be black because I'm going to put it over this. Oops, it's under. We can do something like so. And of course the eyebrows, which would be something like that. And of course it can't be black. And we'll do that. It'll be gray so I can see it. Okay. So there we go. Cheeks. And let's see, where is it here? I think it's, yeah, all this. I grouped it together. And from there, I think I'm just gonna make a copy of that. Alright, I'm like trying Photoshop commands on this and it's not working, so I'm like, okay. Shortcuts obviously won't work for Illustrator on Photoshop. Shortcuts will not work on Illustrator. That's what I'm trying to say, but this is what it's looking like so far. I think I might have to refine it just a bit. And of course we have our nose, so I'm gonna add that. Oop. And okay, I keep doing that where my trackpad flips it a bit. Okay, so this is a little nose. This is what it looks like zoomed out pretty far. And I'm gonna add on one more layer, and this layer will be this color. And of course, going to drag it all the way down, create a new layer, and just gonna throw that layer back into the group. This is the smiley face, and for that, I think this should work now. So we have our stroke, which will be maybe this color, and our fill, we're gonna turn that fill off. Yay, okay. So it does work, and I'm gonna bump that up. Ooh, it is very shocked, and don't want shocked, I want smiley face. So this is starting to look like it, but I'm like, nope, I don't like how this is. Oh, it was under appearance all along. So just cap it. So that was what I was looking for. Alright. I want to grab a hold of that and just push it up. Alright. Looking pretty good. I'd make this smaller too. Zoom out to see. Oh no. Okay, I just wanted to move that just a bit. Okay. Oh, okay. Looking pretty cute. What is this? Random red dot. Oh, that is not a random red dot. That is part of the background. That's the middle part. All right. So I'm gonna zoom back in, make this smaller, and yeah, align it to the nose. I think almost there. All right. Looking at this from far away, I'm like, the face looking kind of creepy. Is it the eyes? Might be the eyes. Maybe I'll make it smaller. All right, we're gonna make this smaller. And if we're doing that, if we're making it smaller, I think I should move this a bit. Okay. Let's align it. This is aligned. Okay. All right. I'm gonna eyeball this. Oh. Clearly, this is the middle. And this is also the middle. So maybe now the eyes feel way too wide set. Okay, maybe this. Are we getting there? Are we closer? Okay, you know what it might be? It might be the cheeks. Maybe if I get rid of those. I don't know. Something about this does not feel right to me, so maybe it's bigger cheeks. Maybe that'll make it better. Does that feel? Or maybe it's the mouth. So a lot of the times I'm trying to get the characters to feel somewhat decent. I think it's the mouth. Okay, so this, now I remember where it's at. It's under appearance, and it's just going to make stroke size a little bit smaller. Okay, alright. Cute or no? Is it cute? Okay. Alright, I feel like we got somewhere. Feels a little bit better. Right? Oh, something about this kind of tells me that maybe it'll look cuter if I just threw down another line. I don't know. Let's try this. Does this... Oh, look! Okay, this... Now this is starting to feel right to me, where you have this cute little smile. It low-key reminds me of the caterpillar in A Bug's Life. Has that same vibe. So I think this feels pretty good to me. I will say there are some parts where there's like space, and I almost want to just fill it up. But I don't know. Am I going too crazy with the fill up of space? Actually, no, this actually might work. So moved a little bit of those things. Maybe let's just get rid of that. Okay, so maybe it was a matter of just rearranging things just a bit. And maybe same here. Is this combined? This is not. So I'm just going to combine that. I'm going to center this a little bit more. I don't think that was centered at all. And just space out a few of those things. Okay. Alright. So this is what it's starting to look like, actually looks pretty fun. And I think this is the part where I'm actually going to start adding some color. Screenshot, throw that in here. Ah, it disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay, did not disappear, but have this. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'm actually going to create a new layer, and in this new layer I'm going to use that color drop tool and just color drop some of those colors, and going to find my shape and create just little reference swatches. So here are some popular colors that I like to use on my own work / in my own work. So we have these colors, and we also have our blue, and I also like drawing flowers too, so you can see that right here. And I think that's all. Did I miss anything? Oh, maybe white? I don't know. Alright, so these are my primary colors that I like to use. I'm gonna get rid of myself. Bye. And okay. Oh, that actually looked cool. So I accidentally did that, but okay. I'm dragging everything, but just meaning to drag the middle. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just put it right there. But now is the fun part. So this is fun to me anyways, just because I like to experiment with color choices. So maybe it's not this color, maybe it's this. I think that feels good to me. Alright, so now we're on to the final section, which is the details. And for the details, I'm actually going to be creating maybe some patterns inside these elements. So I'm going to take a darker shade of that green and just kind of create maybe something, maybe like this type of thing. Alright, so good thing I checked my camera, because the footage actually didn't record / it cut out some way into the video, and you won't be seeing my face there, but that's alright. We're gonna jump back into this, and on this part, what we're going to do is we're going to be creating that clipping mask for more detail. And in order to do that, what I would do is I'm gonna make a copy of the flower petal. I'm gonna put it underneath the line that I have, which is this line, and then from there I'm gonna have those two highlighted, and then I'm gonna go into clipping mask and make, so I guess Command 7 is the shortcut, but with that I have this shape right here. I'm gonna make a duplicate and I'm just gonna move that. Same thing here. Oops. Alright, so now I have this pattern and this is looking pretty neat to me. And I'm gonna go into it once more. And we're just gonna move it just a bit. Oops. Actually, this looks fine. I'm gonna move it up a bit. And see, it's starting to look really nice because then you've added the extra texture slash layer slash pattern for it, and that always makes it look a little bit nicer when you have, you know, more details. So we have that, and you know what? Let's just take out this one and we're just gonna make a copy. So we're gonna group those, and we're gonna make a copy, and we're just gonna flip it. Boom. So I could also move this a bit because I don't really care for it to be super symmetrical, but I think having it kind of like this looks kind of cool. So we can also add in a texture slash patterns for this one, which is the stem. And I'm gonna do the same thing, which is make that duplicate. And from there, let's take that dark. Ooh. Oh, actually that could be interesting. So this could be the darker part. And right here, I'm gonna create like this lighter. So like, maybe something like this. All right, there we go. Okay, and then Command D. Okay, more breathing room. So I have that. That actually feels good to me. And maybe I'll add some patterns. Should we do more patterns or texture? I'm trying to decide. And then for this, it's interesting. I'll make a copy of this. And what I'll do is I'll just flip it. So, boom. Flip it and I'll just place it here. So this is kind of where I'm netting out at. I'm gonna see if there's any more inspiration for some more details I can do. I kind of feel like this isn't a good space. I think I'm gonna try something experimental. But what would happen if I just put some random lines? I kind of tilted. Yeah, that doesn't quite make sense, but I guess I could put a little stand for this. So this could make sense. All right. So maybe something like this. Wonder how this feels. I'll showcase what Nina created, and then I'll showcase what I created as well, side by side, so you can see. And yeah, hopefully this was fun to watch, and hopefully this is a series that I continue. And with that, keep shining and take care. Bye.